they go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times, as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He fires to the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Wants to return it. He gets a block. Touchdown, Cardinal! Special teams proving to be special. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Kickoff team takes the field after the punt return for the touchdown. Let's see what they've got in coverage now. And here's the return. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Trying to get behind the defense. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. Got the back over the middle. Breaks into the... Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll get rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Steps away to find some room. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Stanford, with time to think about it, did not hesitate. They'll start things up with a 4th down play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. 2nd guy finally did.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They'll go to the ground. Nice move to keep running. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They pick up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Stanford with a lot of options here on
sure.
Gets the back moving. The give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. Grabbed in the middle. It's Asher. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Stanford comes up with a first and goal. Looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. Touchdown, Stanford! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jeff. There he goes! Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go.
He'll take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Buys a little time. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's the exact opposite of what this offense wanted to do, right? 2nd and 10, try to make this 3rd down and manageable. They don't protect their quarterback, and now it's 3rd and forever. And this defense knows exactly what's coming.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They're risking giving up prime field position as they go for it on 4th and long from the 44. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So if the offense stays out there on 4th down, they've got to get it to the next time zone to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Under fire. It's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Wide receiver going in motion. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Though the O-lineman got a little too far downfield, it wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun. Steps away. Fires on the move. It's complete. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly, because this has been way too easy.
Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the tailback. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Fires to the right. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. give to the back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Going to swing it on second down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Burns. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route, coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Going deep. He's got it along the sideline. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Skips away from pressure. Got his man on the right. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense is
looking to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Pushing downfield on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Wants to go up top. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Makes a man miss. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Reeves. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle was made. Pick up a 5 and a first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To pass. Pulls it in. It's Burns. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Lost to throw again. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Stanfo! And the route is on.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. The Buckeyes want to crank their tempo. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. He might want another play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking for a huge play. He's got it on the outside. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
He's looking to throw. Plucks it out of the air. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and now it's a two-possession game, down 15. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires on the move. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
This defense knew coming into the game they were going to try and get this guy the football because of his speed, but when he's running over the middle of the field, they want to put a hat on him and make him feel them. They did that right there. The hit causes the incompletion.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Connection to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
To the air on first down. Going over the top. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's not afraid to go deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Cardinal! And the punishment has been extended. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Liberty is torching the opposition today, lighting up that scoreboard thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Bowling Green. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Might be calling a hot route. Going right to work up top. Quarterback adapting. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got his man. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. It's a bad scheme to try to cover this guy one-on-one, much like Michigan State tried to do against Joey Galloway in '93. But the difference there is the reason Joey Galloway couldn't be covered is that no one really wants to be around him.
Ain't that the truth? We work with him weekly. We can say that and be very firm about it. But here's the thing. Joey Galloway. Think about the other names to wear the scarlet and gray. So many guys year after year. You know Ohio State fans, Reese. They're going to claim, wide receiver U. They try to claim that because so many greats have been through that university.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. Looking to throw again. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything they're...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Stanford comes to the line, and that 1st down marker is a long way away. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Ohio State. You thought they were done.
see some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Here comes the 2-point try. Trying to punch it in, and he'll be brought down.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. A return on that one for a touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Asher. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. First down, it's spotted on the 49.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a 1-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls it in. It's Asher. Racing to the right. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. offense back out there. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Dances away to buy time. Looking down the middle. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Might be looking to run. Unloads to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He can be dangerous with the ball in his